Once upon a time, in a village, there lived a woman named Etusi and her husband Iyere. Etusi and Iyere had children. They were very poor and could barely get food to eat. Iyere sold all his farmland to pay off his debts. Etusi and her family would work on people's farmlands, help them to clear the grass, plant crops and do other farm works. Etusi and her family did this for years, but their income were not adding up. Their employers would pay them pennies, and sometimes they weren't paid at all. Etusi got fed up with this and decided to fix the situation no matter what will be required. She went to see a witch doctor to help her solve her financial problems. When she got to the shrine, she explained her predicament to the witch doctor and cried and begged him to help her, and he agreed. The witch doctor gave her some cowries and asked her to place them under her husband's bed, and that anything her husband lays his hands on henceforth will multiply. Etusi collected the cowries from him, and when she was about leaving, she asked the witch doctor the price which she is to pay. The witch doctor smiled at her and told her that she will know once the time comes. Etusi went home and did exactly what the witch doctor had instructed. It wasn't long when her husband's business started doing very well, and truly everything Iyere laid his hands on started flourishing and multiplying. And months later, he grew to be one of the wealthiest men in the village, owning lots of properties and farmlands. Few months later, Iyere married a second wife and bore more children. At first, Etusi was angry, but later accepted her as a member of the family. One day, when Iyere was returning, he saw a very old woman who was clothed with torn clothes. The old woman was hungry and begged Iyere for some food, saying she had not eaten in days. Iyere looked at the woman with disgust and told her no, and that he doesn't have any food to give her. The old woman fell on her knees and continued to beg Iyere, but Iyere pushed her away and insulted the old woman. Few days later, the witch doctor summoned Etusi through her dreams, and Etusi went to the shrine to see him. When she got there, she asked the witch doctor if it was time for her to pay the price, and he said yes. The witch doctor brought out a calabash and showed her what her husband did to the old woman. Etusi was shocked and she started crying. The witch doctor told her that the price for the wealth was generosity and kindness. He further told Etusi to return the cowries that was given to her. Etusi begged the witch doctor, but he refused. He insisted that Etusi should return the cowries, which means all the wealth will be reversed. Etusi stood her ground and said she cannot return the cowries and that she's ready to face the repercussion. The witch doctor told Etusi that the punishment for disobeying is death, and Etusi agreed to be punished. Not too long, Etusi developed an incurable illness, and she knew her end had come. She called her husband's second wife and told her what she had done, and also told her that she was the reason her family became wealthy. The second wife was shocked. Etusi made her promise to take care of the children and her family when she's gone, and also told her that the day she maltreats the children will be the day her family loses the wealth. And she agreed to everything. Etusi gathered her family together and told them to always be kind and generous and to never look down on anyone. And they all promised to do so. When Iyere found out the cause of Etusi's sickness, he started looking for help, but it was too late. This is the end of this story. The moral of this story is to be generous and kind to people around us and those in need, and not to look down on anybody. Thank you for listening to this story. Please like and click on the subscribe button for more interesting stories. I'll see you in our next story time.